Yo, 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 welcome everybody. And this is Collector Chat 259, longest running statue chat in the game. I'm George or Gio, and over there, looking vacant and half formless as usual, is Alex. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to go through the news. We'll be catching up with everyone, checking in. We'll be talking about some things. Actually, we got a little bit of a touch today where we both got to see, we had a live chat with Ben Ang from XM, and we managed to see the Maestro and a few other pieces in person. So we're going to be talking about what we found and what we saw. So crazy. We're going to talk about that, and then we'll be going through the latest updates from some fan art bits and some company stuff as well. So we've got a few things to show you. I've got a couple of new pieces in. Also, if you want to show your love for the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to, send us a super chat, so we can. It helps fund the channel and keep us going. So any of that would be greatly appreciated. And mad love.
Every little helps, yes.
I'll try not to swear within the first 3 minutes.
12.
Have you heard about what's happening with Mattel at the moment?
No. What's happening with Mattel?
Mattel is like sending out some copyright things. So a few people have lost their channels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got to be a bit careful. I mean, it seems to be surrounded mostly around the new Dominion, the Jurassic Park toys.
Yeah.
It's about that. I mean, someone bought a toy from a website or something, like a proper website, and did some pictures and shared them, and he basically lost his channel.
Well,
and he's saying, bring that baby pillow tomorrow. Don't forget the baby pillow tomorrow when I see you. Should
I go move it now so I don't forget?
Probably would.
Tell the Mattel story, otherwise I'm really going to forget that pillow.
No, it's just it's the Mattel thing. There's a couple of channels that are like reviewing toys and some other things. A guy bought some sort of Jurassic Park toy from the new movie. I didn't get it from China or anywhere silly, or where there was less copyright and some things and others and all that. But yes, it was like an American thing. And apparently some guy lost his channel, and that one's actually been warned numerous times, and lost their Instagram as well. So one's lost their YouTube and their Instagram, and the other one's just lost their Instagram at the moment, or their YouTube, where they've basically been warned for copyright and basically said, you've shared that and you're not meant to share it. It's not meant to be seen yet. And basically it's a bit like, well, hold up a minute. It's actually from a reputable proper toy place that they bought it from. So it's not like it was a cross-country issue where you bought it from a place where, that stuff is out first. It was actually from a place in the same country. So it's very strange. You might want to people might need to be a bit careful if that's what's going on at the minute, because if you share things maybe a bit too early with stuff that's not even out yet, could be problems ahead. This is pretty serious that, that Mattel have acted in this way. So,
I mean, I'm surprised that Mattel would have the power to do that.
Yeah, there's two channels. One of them has lost their Instagram and their YouTube for copywriting issues, and they've had them shut down. And one of them's lost their Instagram, and it's warned that they've got a strike on them, and apparently if you get 3, you lose your channel.
Yeah, we got one once.
Who did?
I did.
Mm-hmm. How long does that last? That strike? Does that have forever?
No, it lasted like 3 months, and we couldn't do live chats, and I made up an excuse. I told you about it.
Yeah, I know. What was it that you did? Don't do. Is it bad?
Yeah, I kind of connected I connected this thing to our OBS to record analog video to my to my monitor, to my PC, and I wanted to get all the old footage off my old camcorders onto my computer to edit the old films, and one of them was not it was quite adult content on there, and
I knew
literally I clicked on the OBS. You have an option which is either stream.
You know what's sad about this? Why didn't you just tell me this happened?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you have the options either stream it or record it, and I clicked on stream by mistake, and luckily it just kind of gets killed. Like YouTube killed it straight away and was like, "You got a strike, and you're not doing lives now for 3 months. We've detected that you're uploading adult content." And I was like, "You can challenge this," or I was like, "Yeah, we just let that be." Yeah, they know what they saw. Yep.
Why did you just tell me? Well, I don't know why you lied for ages.
I don't know. I think you were quite angry at that time all the time.
I'm angry always.
Yeah.
Listen, it's always bubbling up under there. It's always there.
Anyway. So yeah, we had one strike, and yeah.
That's funny, that is. But what's funnier is that when you tell me what you were doing, my first reaction is they'll be porn on them camcorders. And that's exactly what there was. And you didn't think that, which tells me everything about how lazy you are. How did you not know that there would be porn on that? And you filmed on it, and I know that there's porn on that.
Well, I kind of thought to myself, that it wouldn't be recording, uploading to YouTube. That wasn't really the button I thought I pressed. Anyway.
Brilliant.
So, yeah, but I still think that's a bit strange. I mean, I don't know much about Instagram side of things, but definitely, I mean, they lost their Instagram, but they got strikes on YouTube.
No, two channels. One of them lost their Instagram and their YouTube. The other one lost their Instagram and had a strike. So obviously one of them must have recorded that thing on Instagram 3 times or 3 different videos on YouTube, and he got a strike against each one. So they lost it.
Sorry, the item was fake, or it just was distributed?
Oh, legitimate toy, apparently. A legitimate Dominion toy from the upcoming movie Jurassic Park, bought from a reputable website. Not foreign either, so none of that sort of... it was a very strange situation, but I'm seeing it, like, I'm seeing people in certain channels, obviously because Georgie's into like dinosaurs and stuff. I'm seeing people talk about it. It's like going on. Just thinking that we need, people might need to be careful with statues in that regard if they have this kind of power. Because if there's an upcoming movie or something's leaked well too early, you could have real problems.
Yeah, so I mean, also, I mean, the way the things are working now is everyone's retrospectively punishing everyone. So they'll go back and go, yeah, you got all this unlicensed work as well. So there's a strike,
yeah, exactly.
And they'll just take out the customs, take out all the
channels. Yeah, that Me Too movement fucking made sure that was the case, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, there's loads of stuff going on at the moment, which, yeah, God, loads of stuff, but yeah, no point going on about that. God,
but that's where it started, wasn't it? The sort of retrospective, like things that happened to you 30 years ago or 25 years ago. It's sort of like it changed the way it was, didn't it? It changed the way that things were seen. And that's basically from that everything has followed suit, where it's now everyone's retrospectively getting into trouble for anything they've done ever.
Well, I'm talking about more retrospectively in regard to the pulling up social media from 10 years ago out of context and then like
but that's
that kind of thing.
But that's where it starts. It starts with all of that.
The hilarious one was obviously the stuff going on with Joe Rogan at the moment. And the reason that's all going on is it's nothing to do with him doing these things 10 years ago. It's about him having so much power and him having so many viewers. But the funny one is the first one came out about the COVID stuff. Then The Rock was like, I stand by you, brother. I can't wait to be on your chat. And then the other stuff came out about the N-word one. And then he's like, yeah, I can't back you anymore, whatever. And then they all went after The Rock and go, yeah, well, you did all these transsexual, transphobic posts. Yeah, you're getting cancelled now. So everyone's a bit like, yeah, you should just keep your mouth shut, Rock. Stayed out of it.
I mean, to be honest with you, man, everyone's shit stinks at some point. No one can be, great all of the time.
Yeah,
everybody's going to make mistakes, but it seems at the moment that nobody sort of is very forgiving about anything. Everyone's taking everything super serious and super aggressive about everything. It's a bit of a problem.
Well, that's the thing.
It's a bit of a problem because humor should have no boundary either.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Is you literally had all the. I think Eddie Murphy did it, where he basically apologized for all his comedy.
I don't accept his apology, nor do I don't want it. I don't want any apology. I don't think anybody should have to apologize for any kind of jokes that they make, because that's the point of jokes. If we can't laugh together, there's no point. We might as well just go up on top of your roof and jump the fuck off it. What we're going to end up with is a society of people that won't speak to each other. No one will speak for fear of saying something wrong. So
well,
you end up. No one will talk to anybody else. That's
they predicted all of it in Demolition Man, didn't they? That's the funny thing.
You have been fined 5 credits for a verbal violation.
But that's the thing, is they talk about Demolition Man now, and they're like, yeah, it was well ahead of its time.
Yeah,
so I saw it coming, even though it's just like, you know, a mindless action film, but you know, goes on about all this other stuff now. And it's all like, yep, all the people not being able to swear, not being able to insult anyone. God,
what's your boggle?
What's your my boggle? How much you weigh? How much does he weigh? Do you think he says?
175, 185?
He says, I think it's 165.
Is he that little?
I think it's about 165 pounds.
Good bit though, isn't it? Where it's like, how much do you weigh?
Yeah.
Like, how much do you weigh?
I didn't quite get. You know, when I watched it when I was younger, and sometimes you just don't pick up on little things. There was a bit where I was like, "How do you know the password? Do you know all that sort of stuff?" And you're like, "It's teddy bear." Yeah.
That's a badass film. Loved that. That was the first film I ever saw that I wasn't of age to see.
In the cinema.
I went to the cinema with a couple of people from school to see that. And I think it was a 15.
Yeah.
It might have been an 18.
I think it was
a 15. Can't remember. But I
remember you telling me, and then basically you went and you bought the pirate copy of it. And I was like, that's me. And that was my first time watching it. And it was like, it was almost as bad as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pirate copy, which was like dark.
That was pretty bad.
Couldn't see a
that
thing.
Was dark as shit. That was
the Turtle pirate was one of the worst pirate films ever. It was like literally just turned to saturation, and the contrast right the way down. You couldn't see shit. It was like some shadow puppet version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. You know, it was bad.
Still like that film. You know, I still like Turtles. That's quite a dark film as it is.
I haven't actually seen that in a long time, you know.
It's quite dark. It's a dark film. I like it. Still.
I know the Rob and I, we always talk about like makeup and prosthetics and stuff like that. And he always goes on about how good the sort of prosthetics were and that, you know.
What it tells.
Yeah.
The way they talk and shit. Yeah, it's pretty good. The puppetry.
Yeah, it's like puppets. I mean, like, the faces and stuff have got ridiculously complex puppetry going on.
Yeah.
No CGI, you know. So I've not seen it in a long time, but I do. That's the
bit where Shredder kicks the shit out of all of them is just brilliant.
And you swore. Oh yeah, 14 minutes. You're right.
Yeah, we where they jump, he comes down out of nowhere and just beats the shit out of all of them is brilliant.
I didn't know till not long ago that the original Shredder is Uncle Phil, isn't he, from Fresh Prince?
Who? Oh, the voice.
The voice of Shredder is Uncle Phil.
Yeah, he is the voice. As soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, definitely is the voice.
And then I think I think it's like Donatello. One of those is David Hayter, I think, who does the voice for Solid Snake.
Yeah.
It's a film I really, really need to watch it again, because I do remember really liking it.
Yeah, it's still good. I saw it a few years ago.
Luke saying he watched it with his son, still holds up. Now everything's CGI. Yeah, not always good CGI as well. I'll never forget the final fight with Shredder. It was so memorable. Don't they kick him in the trash compactor at the end or something?
Yeah, he gets thrown. He runs at him, I think, with a spear, and I think Splinter like spins and reverses it, and he flies off the edge.
I've not used the Stucker. I've got I can get on my Fire Stick. David Hayter also played Guyver. He did, and it was also directed by Steve Wang, who does a lot of the makeup and special effects. Who also is one of the big guys over at Lee Creature Collectibles. Splinter, I said a funny. What's up, everyone? Hope all is well. Splinter used the nunchucks to fling him over the edge. Yeah, I really need to watch it.
Runs in with a spear, doesn't he? And that's it.
I remember Casey Jones coming in and like kicking their asses and stuff. And
no, Casey Jones doesn't like beat, and like Casey Jones is a fight with Raphael, didn't he, when he's wearing a trench coat?
yeah, but doesn't he beat him up or no? He
He
takes
hits
his
him in the
weapon.
face with a cricket bat. This is well funny.
See ya, isn't that? See ya.
Yeah.
So similar to what's that other thing like see ya? That's from something else as well. But he, I'm sure he does that. Hits him with a cricket bat. I'm thinking he nicks one of his size.
Nick's what?
He nicks one of his scythes or what they're called. His
No, he doesn't steal it. No. He loses one, doesn't he? Raphael loses one in the fight at the very beginning.
Yeah,
at the very beginning of it, Raphael's fighting in the dark. Like obviously they hit all the lights, and then he loses one of his sizes. He leaves it, and what's her name? O'Neill finds it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. When did you see it last?
A few years ago. But my memory for things is just destroys yours.
It depends.
I remember things as stupid.
I remember.
And then it's funny because my wife always reminds me that when she asks me to do something, not only a few hours before, I seem to forget that bit.
Well, I mean, that's.
I can watch something or somebody say something, and you look like you've well fuzzed up there. What happened there?
There you go.
There you are.
That's what happens sometimes with me, though. Is I don't remember certain things, and then there's certain things I really don't remember, and then like Rob will be talking to me about something, and I'll remember everything about the night. Everything about it. I'll be like, oh, yeah, that was when and this and that, and then I'll like name everyone, and you'll be like, how the fuck do you remember all that? And I don't know. I couldn't tell you anything useful, but yeah. Luke's in the house. Luke, how you doing? Critical Mass, how's it going? Piggy Picks, there's a new one. Piggy's Picks, how's it going?
Piggy Picks.
Dan T Yo. How you doing?
Yo, motherfucker.
AC Ludder, did you manage to sell your Mystique? I think you're looking to sell that to Boy J. Yellen Hills, how you doing? Under 10 minutes late. We actually got in on time today because I put the timer as 10:15. Looking forward to a great chat. Thank you, Cameron. What's up, guys? How you doing, Gabrielle? Good to hear us. Vibranium Jim, what's up, Alex and Gio? How's it going?
Yo.
Yo. Mike McDonald, what's up? How's it going? Daddy Lee, what's up, Alex Gio and Chat Squad?
Welcome, family, welcome.
Punisher XN, Decadent. What's up, lads? How are we all doing?
Gravy,
good?
baby.
Darren Crofer, hope all is bow. Yeah, Darren, while you're there, then let me write Warriors.
Good film.
Never seen it.
You might have missed the boat on it, but it's still a good film.
Don't tell him that. I had a conversation with him today on the post and he was getting upset about it. Hiya, boys. How's it going, Nick? I don't share anything with anyone. It's probably the best way, mate. Bass. Yo. How's it going? Mermit. Gorgon. How's it going? Evening, gents.
Yo.
Alonso. How you doing? Oops, sorry, my thing's going all funny there. Richard Gauthier in the house. Anyhow, just posted a quick review of Jnd Joker. In short, wow. So you got one in. Nice. Have to check that out on the group. Don Z.
Do that.
If you've ever said or done anything and is recorded in some way, you're a potential target for a quick buck or attention seeking. Amen, Gio. That tells film is still fun. Comedians like Don Rickles wouldn't happen today. There's actually one of them as well, like Roy Chubby Brown, who he's actually playing near me in March. You know that, George?
He's what?
He's actually doing a gig near me in March, and I was like, man, I thought he went away. Roy Chubby Brown.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, I know, but in this day and age,
Yeah, but you know what? I feel that the second that you give in to feel like this and you stop talking and being yourself, then they win. And I refuse. So it's not going to happen. I don't really care.
Haters are fucking champ. Still miffed. They dropped him for Sutherland. Oh, what was he not meant to be in 24? Or what's that he was meant to be on? David Ayer also played Guyver. David Ayer. Split Knives are funny. 4, that's it. Yeah, it hits him. You're right. Casey hits the lever on a garbage truck, then gets the girl. Gary Partridge. I talked to my statues, not to offend anyone yet. Not offend anyone.
I bet they're
yet.
offended.
Probably watched that movie 500 times as a kid. It was ridiculous. Wore out the VHS, I'm sure. I had some other VHSs I wore out, but I don't think it was Turtles.
Basic Instinct. You can never see Sharon Stone's Minge.
That was your copy, not mine.
I fuzzed the shit out of that. I tell you what.
It's funny how memory can work. I can remember parts about a movie or a time in my life vividly I saw over a decade ago, but I couldn't tell you what I had for dinner 3 days ago. I watched...
But that's all to do with how things affect you. Your dinner clearly was shit 3 days ago, whereas in that movie obviously affected you. And when things hit a spot with you when you were a kid, or when you know, there's always stuff like that. They just stay with you because at the time it mattered.
Well, I remember watching
things that matter sort of stay. You know.
Yeah, I watched Weird Science recently. I hadn't seen it in about 20 years. And literally, I could still quote the words. And I was like, oh, man, how can I remember that?
Still funny. I still like that film.
It's not that great. It's not as good as
I like it. Still like it.
How's it going, Roman Helmet? CC3PO. Hey, gents.
Yo.
Gotham 1358. Morning, lads. Catching you from down under.
My man.
How you doing? Hal, Alex and George, looking forward to another great show. Paulie's Hideout. My dad taped a porno over that VHS. Good man. Yep, it's all set up. Good. Jay's a good guy. Robert Anderson, how you doing? Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Nick Chesh, even it all. Gio, love the Daredevil. Congrats. Alex, love the XM Magneto reaction. Maestro reaction you shared today. We'll talk about that shortly. We will talk about that. Let me just go through these and Yo-Yo Maestro XM, impressive. Any of you getting it? Calm down. Raphael.
How can we say what we saw or not?
I don't think we can go into all the characters and stuff. No.
Can we talk about sizes and?
Yeah, you can do sizes and stuff because they've shown other bits anyway. But yeah. Was good. Raising a glass to you too. Now, Alex, spilled them beans. What's next for Marvel XM to be revealed? Maestro's coming very, 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 very soon. I saw a piece today which I was actually really impressed with, which was a DC piece, and I'm not really into.
I saw 2 DC pieces.
Oh yeah, I saw a couple of DC. The female one, I really like the female.
I liked it, but I was quite impressed with the Batman.
It's a collaboration actually, which they haven't mentioned yet, but it's quite a good collaboration.
The Batman?
No, the other one.
Okay.
They've already shown the Batman, but they've only shown the renders previously, and we saw the 1/6 and the quarter scale statues. And when you have the 1/6 and the quarter next to each other, they look ridiculously different.
I was surprised how big.
I was like looking at them. I'm like, you sure that's one
fucking right? I was like,
that's
fucking right. Jesus.
Oh, it was a reference. That was a reference from the film, sucker. I thought you were getting offended.
Fresh.
JJ Parker. Also, when you're younger, you have less things to worry about, so your mind is free to absorb things.
Very, very good point. Very true. Although, not if you're me.
Do you notice? Hey Gio, did you notice Alex didn't mention what type of porn he streamed when he got his strike?
I can only imagine. Believe me.
It was homemade. George did pick up on that anyway. Thoughts on the finally releasing the Capcom Spider-Man Symbiote diorama piece? Thoughts on the finally released custom Spider-Man. We spoke about this a few times actually.
Looks amazing.
Looks amazing. It's a stunning piece. A few people have got it undamaged, and I'm glad that they have. But I think there's not that many. There's literally 2 people, I'm sure, that have got it undamaged, and there's literally an edition size of like 150 of that, and literally only 2 people got it in without damage.
Is it all in though? Is it all accounted for?
No, but there is a lot of damage anyway. But I still think, I always thought from day one it looked like an amazing piece. It's very adventurous, and I'm glad that they tried to deliver it. I mean, it's good to push the boundaries on these kind of things, and sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. I still think a lot of people who got the damaged pieces are still very happy with it.
Yeah,
and they did also say that they were going to replace any broken pieces, which I hope they do, because I know the factory ain't going to do that for free. I also wanted to say thanks to the recent review of Doomsday. Helped me decide between him and the Lobo. What did you decide?
mm-hmm.
Did you get Lobo or did you get him then? I hope you pressed the screenshot key. I didn't actually. I was on my phone, and I was in awe, and I didn't get a chance. And also Ben's.
If we did stuff like that, then we'd never be allowed to see other stuff. So you got to understand.
Ben's camera work was not the best anyway. He was well like he had Parkinson's, like shaking all over the place. Jesus. Alex Exxon coming out with classic suit Magneto. I don't know if you're able to say. We have another Magneto coming, but it's not classic suit. Alex, give us a wink. Is there a chance of a Star Wars Ahsoka? There is a Star Wars piece being worked on, actually, and she has crossed paths with the character. So, yeah. Come on, Alex, you seriously miffed that some of those pieces arrived intact? Well, yeah. I mean, some of them could be that they didn't, but yeah, I don't know. You just want to weaken at the statue. Yeah. What up, Luke? Ends up going with the Lobo. He seems to fit Superman villains' themes, and he makes a great centerpiece. The new Lobo looks really impressive, and it's huge, really big. So yeah, today we had these like cryptic messages from Ben, as always, and so he's asking, you awake or whatever else. Don't worry about it. Are you awake? Hey, all this stuff, and then you're like, yeah, what do you want? That doesn't matter now. And you're like, okay. And then he calls me, and then he's like taking me around the kind of start of the gallery and the setup of a bunch of pieces that they had there, and it was really cool to see some of the pieces set up there, and I'm looking forward to sort of going there.
What did you see?
I'm not allowed to say really, am I? I mean, I can say some of them. I mean, I saw the Red Hood.
Saw that.
Saw the White Knight Batman.
Yeah.
I think it was a 4/4 scale one. Saw the Dark Knight 1/6 and the 1/4 scale ones together. Saw the Maestro.
Returns one.
Yeah. Saw the Maestro. Saw the War Tank.
Yeah.
The War Tank is still working on the paints and stuff. They've unboxed it. They say that they're still working on the kind of separation and things like that. But I think they've done it right, considering it was a camera foam, and it was
I could really see
you could see the separation.
I could see the very big differences. Yeah.
If Happy JCG is listening, I mean, from seeing it today, some pictures should be coming out very soon, and I think it'll put your mind at ease. I saw that female piece, which I don't know whether we've mentioned it all yet, so I won't say that one.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's it, though, isn't it?
That's all. I think that's all I saw.
No, there was some. Oh yeah, there was the other one as well, wasn't there? The Carnage.
Yes, saw the that Carnage. That Carnage is really nice.
Yeah, so
I hate their fucking first Carnage. Their first Carnage is horrible. Not a fan of it at all. This one's really, really nice. It's a really nice.
In all honesty, it's that kind of. I love his work. I think he does absolutely amazing work. Caleb is a fantastic sculptor, but one of the kind of downfalls I think of Caleb is the fact that he is so good, and I don't think he really takes into consideration what the factory can deliver at times. So that when so he does something, you look at it, and then it will then be changed from his version to when it's released, because the factory can't replicate. And I think that was the case with the Carnage. It was the case apparently with Slain for PCS. They just couldn't do it.
The original Carnage looked like one of them fucking one of them sweets. Them shit sweets used to get. That my mum used to like. What they called the Twizzler ones. No, they taste like aniseed.
Oh, the cough drop, the cough ones, cough sweets.
Yeah, he looked like
Wow.
fucking Aniseed, fucking Twizzler thing.
No, you're talking about Twizzler's the licorice. The red licorice, the strawberry licorice.
It's like a cough sweet.
Yeah, that's
It's
like a twist.
aniseed. It's like this big, and it's
yeah.
like sort of around itself.
Yeah. That's the cough sweets. They're called.
Yeah, I think they are, and that's what he looked like.
Yeah,
Big fucking cough sweet.
Well, yeah, but I do think that's one of the problems, unfortunately. No, not Jolly Ranchers.
The carnage that we saw today, was really nice.
Yeah, and he's got several heads to make into different versions as well.
Yeah,
so
really good. That carnage was a good surprise.
But very then, nice. I mean, these are all. Well, I might as well just mention the other one. The other one's is a Catwoman, and it's classic Catwoman, and yeah, she's beautiful. I really was quite impressed with that one.
Yeah,
it's a collaboration which we'll go into a bit later, and yeah, it's really nice. But going back to the Maestro, that was kind of mainly why the phone call happened, and I don't know if they have the same size cans as us in America, because they do everything bigger, don't they?
Mm.
And I don't even know if they know what a milliliter is.
No.
So we have a standard can that we have. You can Google the difference, but is a 330 milliliter can is what we have here,
like Coke
and it's like, so it's sort of about that big. Can't really see on camera, about that big. And basically, well, I should have just gone down and got a can of Sprite, but basically, actually, I could use a bit of sugar. But basically, like each one of those canisters, and there's a handful of them, is bigger than a can, and yeah, there's like over 10 of them that were there at the moment, still waiting for approval. There were 2 quarter scale busts that go with it. There was obviously, then he's on his throne, which we've seen images and things of before. What have we seen before? I can't remember what's been shown.
We saw the renders. We've seen the first images of it, and now we've seen the one that we saw today was the switch out. So it had the different head of the Maestro on it, and he's got something different in his hand instead of it being on his face like that. So we saw that. So it looks to me like there's 2 heads, and there's a switch out pose. So one is like that. The other one, he's actually got something in his hand and he's looking at it. Yeah. Sitting on a massive, I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
I can't remember. I can't remember what's actually gone out. That's the problem. I need to sort of, but
really, all that's gone out is like a shadowed thing of him like that. That's it.
Okay,
that's all that's out.
Well, his throne is huge. There's also some elements been added to it, which was really good to see. But to put into perspective of how big he is, the Red Hood was on one podium, and Red Hood was kind of in the middle of the podium. He had quite a lot of space.
Yeah.
White Knight was on 2 podiums, and side by side, and he filled pretty much the 2 like lengthwise, like the whole length of it was filled with White Knight. Then War Machine and War Tank, they took up 4 podiums.
2 side by side.
Yeah, that didn't 2 in front. Yeah. Maestro had 6 podiums, and there weren't a lot of space on them.
3 across and then 3 behind it.
Yeah. And I mean, I want to say these. I mean, I don't know, but these podiums, I'm assuming from seeing the size of the White Knight, and I know that he's how big he is and whatever else, I'd say they're like 55, 60 wide.
Centimeters.
Yeah, centimeters wide. Yeah. So he is really big. So he's going to be. He ain't going to be cheap to get, but the elements he comes with are really, really cool.
Mightily impressive.
Really cool. And you could like put them around with other statues. You can. We've already seen that we teased the. I don't think we were meant to, but we did tease the Venom, and I don't know, another one was teased before. But anyway, so but yeah, there's like quite a lot of those that come with them. And
fallen relics and trophies.
Fallen relics. If you know the Future Imperfect, you'll kind of know the scene with Rick Jones where he's in.
It's like the first page.
No, I don't think it is it?
It is. It's like the first page.
Okay.
Shows him, doesn't he, in his like room. That's the first sort of thing you see all around there. Like there's loads, man. There's so much. There's so many of them.
And
like saying the canisters like light up and they're like massive. Like just a bit. I mean, it looks to me like probably about this, like like a Coke can size. I actually saying it's probably about this type of size, but it's probably about that. It's more like that, and it's probably about that wide. And
I don't know. You're making it look really big.
They're big.
I don't think it was much bigger than a can.
No. Ben held it up to me on the phone, right?
Yeah, he's
held it up like that in his hand, right? He held it up like that. Now when I hold a can in my hand, my hands pretty much go round the can. I probably can't put them all the way, but it's like that. When Ben had it, it was like literally his hand was like this, and there was all that side left.
He's got little hands. He's got one.
They're not that little. Probably are little, but they're
like little nubby fingers,
I mean, it did look to me like it was on a can. It looked like it was probably about maybe 5 centimeters taller and a bit wider.
Yeah,
but they look amazing. Like they really look great. And like you said, you can stack them all around it and stack them on top of each other. And Ben actually said to me, look, if I put one on top of the other, that's a 6 scale piece.
Yeah, he says
the size of it is a 1/6 scale piece if you put 2 on top of each other. Because he had the 1/6 scale Batman and he put it 2 on top of each other. And the 2 canisters were as big as a 1/6 Batman.
Oh, I told him not to touch it because he kept trying to pick up statues and move them around. And I said, Ben, don't do that because you're going to break it. So I told him not to touch them.
I'm just like that. No, that's my problem. I was just like,
no, because I know what would happen is in the office. I'll go next time I'm in the office. Someone will say to me, "Oh yeah, Ben broke the 1/6 scale Batman because you told him to move it." I'll be like, "Okay, that's how it works, does it? That's what will happen, and I'll get the blame for it."
I'm going to tell you this: out of all of the pieces I've seen from XM. I've never wanted a piece more.
Yeah.
Out of all the pieces they've ever released, I've never actually sat and gone, that Maestro is one of them pieces. I have nowhere to put it. Absolutely nowhere.
He would literally take up. He would probably be too big for one of your cases.
I think it is because my cases are meter across.
No, but I mean the depth is the problem. Probably.
What are they?
Deep are they?
I'm trying to think. And probably the wooden ones, not as deep. These ones are about 25 or 26, 27 deep. This one behind me.
Well, I mean, Sing's posted it on the group anyway, but you wait until you hear what the plans are for Galactus. It's just obscene. You're just like, yeah, what? That's not right, really. Because the other thing as well about Maestro is I've asked Seng 3 or 4 times. I said, "Can you confirm the weight is 176 kilos?" Is what he keeps on saying. 176 kilos. If you were to work that out in pounds, you times it by 2, and then you get another 0.2 of it. So it's so what's that? So 175 is 350. So it's about like 380 pounds.
It's nearly 400 pounds.
Like, what? The statue is going to weigh? Are you
pretty much like it's like the Big Show sitting in your front room.
What I kept saying to him, I said, look, saying, are you sure it's not pounds? Because 175 pounds, 176 pounds is me. And for a statue, that's still a lot. He's like, no, it's right. And then I kept asking him, and he said, like, "Oh, you stop asking me now because I'm like, okay." So then, because I said to him, like, "Look, I've got to tell people this weight, and I'm confirming with people and going, yeah, it's right, yeah, it's right." So my name is going out there as well. So I don't want to be wrong. And then Ben today was talking to me. I said, "Can you confirm the weight?" Because saying, I don't know, when I ask him, he's like, "Yeah, it is," and I'm like, "But is it? I don't know." and then Ben's like, "Yeah, I've asked him to check, and it's been checked, and yes, it is that much." And he even came on the post today and said, "Yeah, it's 176 kilos." So it's just like, that is obscene. That is absolutely obscene.
But when you think about it in a logical way, the standard XM is around 15 kilos. So that's 10. That's 10.
What's his name? Apocalypse is meant to be about like 38 kilos or something, I think.
Yeah.
So how is that? So Apocalypse is 38 kilos, and then Maestro is 176. I don't know.
It can't be right. It can't be.
It can't be right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, even though it's been like the art director said yes 3 times. He's pretty so creative director. I can't remember his title, but the big boss guy who's in charge of all the factories, he's confirmed it, and then the CEO has confirmed it. So I'm like, when I go there, I'm going to go and pick it up. I'm going to try and like pick it up.
You
and
ain't picking up shit. What I saw today isn't a piece you can pick up.
No, but you can kind of put your hands on the side and just try and shimmy it a little bit, see how it works. Because even if you do that with like Hulkbuster, that's a heavy piece, but you still move it. I moved Hulkbuster along to like line it up on the bench, and it was
How much
does
Hulkbuster weigh though?
It's got to be about
40?
50 kilos. It's quite heavy.
So 50. It's like 3 of them. So it's like 3 Hulkbusters. It just can't be. It can't be.
It's so like.
This is where we find out.
2 people helped me with Hulk transformation. You need to hire people to move that damn thing. Yeah, it's like that video with the guys doing the Thanos
one.
The Thanos life side bust with the arm. He had like 5 dudes picking it up and taking up the stairs. It's crazy. I don't know, man. No way. It's 175 kilograms. I'm a 6-foot human, and that's twice my weight.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm weighing in sort of mid-90s, so it's, you know what I mean. I'm not a little guy. Yeah. It's big. It's heavy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't know, man. I'm literally
this is where we find out in time to come that the weight is right, but they actually sculpted it with lead.
Yeah, they knew that people were complaining about things being light and getting lighter, so they want to, make sure it's worth the money. Yeah, so they fill up with sand.
Are there any hollow bits? Yeah. What have we got?
Yeah,
got any lead?
Fill it up. God, man. I don't even know. I don't even know how you would ship that.
No.
Because that's the other problem is like, even if it's in 4 boxes, if that comes in 4 boxes, like literally each one of those boxes is.
Dude, but you've got a serious problem here already, because it looks to me like the actual throne is like one piece. Doesn't look to me like that's going to come in many pieces.
Yeah.
It looks to me like the throne will be one piece, and if he comes out of it, that's going to be a whole box just for him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to do that. Maybe it'll be like connected and in.
Alonso's saying, to be honest, that's kind of a turn-off.
It would be.
Nuts. Yeah,
but a lot of people, it will be. This is a massive piece. But yes, like Maestro, man. This is like a serious piece, man.
It's a pretty
serious
character,
piece.
And it's something that's really, really needed. There's no Maestro. Really need the Maestro. Again, I mean, I can't wait to see it. I really can't wait to see it. And yeah, and then tell you
the sculpt on it as well. I really like it.
And then tell you how good it is, and Yeah, and then actually you order it, and then I get to see it again, but you get all the pain.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely one that is going to cause me a big headache. But I was blown away by it. I was really blown away. I was
Yeah,
actually really impressed with War Tank. I've been like a bit like, oh, it's going to be dull as fuck. But what I really liked today, from what I saw, and again, I'm looking through a shit camera phone, so I can only imagine it will be better in person.
yeah.
But the color difference between the War Tank and War Machine was quite good. The contrast between the two was very, very good.
No, there was. I mean, that was one of the things as well. The separation was great. The contrast between the two, for sure.
Almost looks like War Machine looked in almost pristine condition, and the other one looks a little bit more like used, which I kind of like.
Oh, you mean the actual the roadie was like the actual? It's going blurry all the time. The actual war tank. So the War Machine is weathered.
Yeah,
and the war. Yeah,
exactly like that, and I like that. I mean, it's hard to tell from what I could see, like, because obviously I can't see battle damage, really, like, unless it's in sort of collective. But I was very impressed with the War Tank. I thought it looked great.
Yeah.
I dig the Batman as well. I thought the Batman was really nice.
Yeah.
I thought it looked a bit awkward in pictures.
I think that what happened
a lot better
was
in person.
There was a little bit of a rush for us to get the images out for the pre-order and to get it out for there's like a DC event that we needed to get it out for, so we used the renders, and unfortunately with the renders it just didn't look
translate
that good. Yeah, it didn't translate very well. So
what are you doing?
I'm just I saw some pictures I missed, so I'm putting them up.
Do you know, I thought you know, it looked like you were like, looking at your window or something. I don't know what.
I got a monitor, big monitor here, and then no. Yeah. Yes, I mean, like that's yeah. So I'm just getting these pictures. Hold on.
Very impressive anyway today. So a very, very interesting day.
Yeah, as I say, it was good to see it all, and again, hopefully, I will be.
Not the best part about it though today was for me was actually talking to Ben.
Yeah,
I really like Ben.
He's a good guy.
I like Ben. I've got a lot of time for Ben. A lot of people are a bit like funny with Ben, but for me, he's what you see is what you get with him, and I like people like that. I don't like people that are too smiley and you know what I mean. I don't like all that. I find people like fake as shit. I can't stand it. I like people to sort of, when they smile, you've earned it a little bit because you know they're either comfortable with you or you're being funny or you know they're enjoying your conversation. Yeah. I really can't stand it when people just can't wipe their shit eating fucking grin off their face. I can't stand it because I'm like, I actually want to turn around and say, why the fuck do you keep smiling? Like, you know, can you like turn it off for a minute? You know what I mean? Because there's just no need for that kind of shit.
I mean, they're both the brothers are literally, they will tell you what they think. So if they're thinking something, they'll tell you. They don't.
It's more like I just know where I stand with Ben all the time. I always find when I'm talking to them, I know exactly where I'm at. Yeah, and I prefer that.
Well, neither of them sugarcoat stuff, so yeah.
And they're that's my kind of people, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
So, sorry, I'm just found this.
You're taking too long, starting to get my fucking nerves now.
No, because there's a whole stuff that's come up from an event. So I'm just trying to get them on for the chat. And then we go on to the actual images after that. Okay. So what do you think the price is going to be? 4 to 5K price-wise?
Probably.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be expensive because it's massive. And no matter how many times people tell you how big it is, you have no idea till you look at it.
You really don't. Until you see it next to pieces and you see like the scaling of it. Yeah. Even as I say, I said this to George today, but even like Ben, when he was basically talking about the piece, he was almost like looking like a bit. It might have got out of hand. The
Yeah, it
actual
looks like a
piece is being
project.
added.
It looks like a project that's got out of control.
Yeah. I
For
guess
sure.
I mean if it's something that one of your characters that you really like, it's something that
if you're a Maestro fan, this is gonna absolutely blow your fucking mind. There's no doubt about that. No doubt.
Yeah. 100%. I'm just so surprised that some other companies haven't done one yet. It's just been so long. The last one was the Belmont. It's like, yeah. 388 pounds, weighs more than 2 WWE Rey Mysterios.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio's 3'4".
Yeah, I thought he was a little one, isn't he?
Yeah, he's quite small. Like he's about 5 foot, maybe 5'1".
And either one who no, that's Eddie Guerrero, the one who died. So, all right, Carl in the house. How's it going? And when XMSU is going to present the that's coming soon. Galactus is quite far off. What's with making Maestro a throne piece? Concept has been done to death. Well, only by customs. There was a custom that did it and didn't do it very well. So
I think he means thrones in general.
Oh,
I don't think he means Maestro thrones. I think he just means thrones, like it's in,
Yeah, well, yeah, thrones have been done. That's why I mean, if you have too many throne pieces, it just looks like they're in a teapot, doesn't it? Sorry, I'm late. Hope you're doing well, fellas. Not too bad. Not too
all good,
bad,
man.
my
All
friend.
good.
Welcome to the party, pal. Right. So if we go into the images and share screen. So
It's hard already, man. Getting so old.
Getting so old. Well, it's when you start like making those noises and you get up and down and stuff. That's what happens with me.
Yeah, but you're like the fucking Tin Man. You need oiling. You do.
Oh, I do. Definitely do. So
Just like the Tin Man, you got no heart. Here comes the good part.
Entire screen.
You get clowned like Krusty. Trust me, you shouldn't play.
Okay, that didn't.
That was a nice spelling bit.
Yeah, it's what's my background on my my screen. Oh, there you go. For some reason it didn't like it. No, I have to kind of reset.
I like it. I like it.
All right, so branding. There.
Okay, so I guess this is my piece I got in this week. By quite a nice couple of weeks actually. I had the
Keep it in, didn't you?
I had the Mythos in, the week before, which was really good to get in the mall. And then I got this in. This is my first ever Iron Studios piece that I've got for myself. Don't know what that is.
It's just a Facebook thing, sorry.
And I was, I liked Alex's Punisher. I thought this Punisher was really nice. Seen a couple of other bits. Always like their caps. I've seen a couple of the Captain America pieces and loved them. But this is my first one for myself, and I was really, really pleased actually with the. I definitely think Iron Studios has replaced Sideshow Collectibles in the top three companies working at the moment. Certainly for comic book sort of pieces. The quality of this was great. The whole unboxing experience was great. Inside this, you had, you have the straps and some actually fairly good quality styrofoam in there, solidly built. Nothing had moved. It's all well looked after, in good condition. I was quite impressed with how sturdy it was. And when you get it out,
oh no, I thought it was a power supply for a second. This is Billy Clubs. Don't worry.
So this is their legacy replica stuff. This is quarter scale. It's about 600 edition size. They didn't make an exclusive or anything. I was surprised it wasn't like another head or another pair of arms, which I think really would have been a good idea. Just to have like a variation of display options, like the battens without the rope or something. You know what I mean? Like a little bit different, them pointing in a different direction, held in a different way. Would have made it, even better. But for the most part, it doesn't really need switching. It is pretty impressive as it is. You see all the sculpting details on the grips there on his gloves.
There's a texture on the fingers as well, and the inside of the glove is different to the outside, and then all the leather on the forearm, and then you got the texture on the billy club as well. Loads of different, wow.
Yeah. Suit, I like it. Captured his body really well. Got that sort of gymnast sort of physique. Quite bulky abdomen, sort of at the base, at the low end, and then but lean, well muscled, agile. Just really, really well done. A really nice sculpt on this, actually. The stained glass window thing in the back's pretty nice as well.
Yeah, were you going to put like a spotlight behind her or anything?
Yeah, you can do, but I mean, you can see there even the reflection from the light off that mirror coming through it. Look how much it brightens it just from that.
Yeah.
So if you put a light behind it, it'd be very. There's a portrait which I was very impressed with. It was a very nice portrait.
Yeah.
Skin tones are good. It's got a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow situation going on. The eyes pretty much shine. A very, very nice portrait, to be honest. Very nice. You've got the cherubs and stuff. Yeah. It's a wing for the angel and stuff as well. I like taking these pictures of it in sort of my hands so you get an idea what it looks like. And there he is all made up. Looking fucking great. Very nice as well. And I like the fact that the angels and the cherubs that go around it are completely different colours to the actual base. Gives it pretty good separation and contrast between sort of like the concrete sort of and the marble sort of look, which I kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm really looking forward to seeing this. I don't think I've seen this in person yet. I don't recall seeing this in person at all. It's really nice.
It is really nice.
Yeah, good job, man. Well done.
And next to, I have it posed up next to Moon Knight, which is just a great contrast. They're a great like pair. Look fantastic. So really high up pieces that just look great when they're like sort of looking down at you,
Yeah. They look good together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really happy with that.
Awesome.
Very impressed with it. Like the look of it as well.
Yeah, you got this Blitzway Hellboy, which
dude, I think this looks great.
A bit late to the pie, but yeah, it does look really nice.
You should think about picking this up.
At the moment, I'm just really trying to cut back and try and really work out what I want to keep and stuff at the moment. This is obviously the switch out head with the horns and the sort of snarling look. But
I saw this. I instantly thought that you should go after this.
Well, I do really like the original Sideshow one. It's something about it. It's just such a classic piece, and it's just it's the longest piece I've had in my collection.
Yeah.
And it does display really well, I think. But yeah, this is really nice. And Blitzway are very good at doing their likenesses.
Yeah,
the likenesses are really good. I mean,
that looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the suit, the tailoring looks really good as well. I don't quite know what's going on. I'm not really a fan of like nameplates as well, like that, especially if it's like number 2 kind of thing,
This is not removable.
So, I don't know, but I would prefer it not to have a nameplate.
Yeah, I get where you.
Yeah, but
a couple of switch outs though, isn't it as well? It's got like a different gun in it.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment he's got Big Baby, and then what happens is when you take Big Baby and you put the Samaritan in his hand, he basically puts the Big Baby around his shoulder. So it's just done really well. Yeah, there you go. And these are actually these weapons are die casts.
Nice.
So yeah, really good. And it looks like the guns literally come out like that, and you fit them into the hand. So that's pretty cool.
Great.
Yeah, yeah. I actually got a little die-cast one of these from Sideshow.
Yeah.
And it does
With a
actually
bullet.
put the bullets in as well. Wonder if they had some left over. Yeah, they put the shotgun shells in the big baby.
Okay, that looks great.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Really cool. I wouldn't be surprised if old Rebecca picks up that. Wouldn't be surprised at all. I've just got some. I just got to get these images in because the Figurama stuff is next. I'll tell you what I'll do. So I'll just skip past these ones, and we'll come back to those. So you've got the legendary beast Hulk, and this is just to show the scale of it. So this is like a 1/3 scale piece, and it's absolutely massive. I'm hoping that they do a good job. People have
Whose hand's that? Sang's?
no. This is Legendary Beasts. It was distributed by XM, but it's not really done by XM kind of thing. Just we sort of help with the factory distribution and licensing, and then they do the rest. They should make it. So yeah. The funny thing as well is the actual if you look at that, he's actually got like fingerprints on there as well.
I'm a little bit concerned about how short the forearms look.
Yeah,
they look really short.
The angle though, because it's kind of cold around, or
I can't tell from here. You can see like hand to hand there. You can see how long this matey boy's forearm is before his bicep comes in, and then you've got his, just looks like his bicep starting far too early down that forearm. It might be an angle thing. But I've noticed it on both of the fists. The forearms look really small, like short and stubby.
Doesn't he have weird proportions of his arms anyway? He's got
he definitely does have weird proportions, but
yeah.
You look at the one behind me, his forearms are a good length. It's a good length. Got a notable forearm. Just this one and the other picture, you can see they look like the bicep starts very, very, very like there on your forearm. Yeah. It looks like his bicep comes to here.
I mean, I'm not really like the biggest kind of fan of their stuff anyway. I mean, it's some of their stuff. I like their Thor. It's probably my favorite one.
Cap's
but
nice.
The other stuff, I just find it a bit. It's like quite average,
And Magneto was shit. It was a bit shocking.
Yeah, I mean, I just find it just a bit like, their Cyclops. I just find it too close to the XM Cyclops.
Yeah, I agree.
And then their Captain America, I find too close to the XM Captain America.
Sentinel of Liberty.
And I just think like.
I think their one's a bit better, to be fair, but their Cap's better. But
their Cap.
There is a chance that forearm might be bent. You understand?
Yeah.
So there is a chance that it could be bent, and that's why the bicep looks like that. But it still looks short, even with it being bent. So we'll wait and see. But I'm not digging the proportions of that arm so far, from what I can see.
Hopefully, hopefully it's just the angle, and hopefully that kind of gets sorted out. Figurama managed to make it across to Japan, and they had the Winter Wonderfest. So we're going to go through some of the pieces. I'm not actually sure. In all honesty, I'm not sure of a lot of these anime stuff. We need someone like Josh on hand, even though they do say the names. I don't really know a lot of these characters. But what we'll do is we'll just skim through these and show you what they had there, really. So, yeah, again, I don't know these characters. It's really dreadful. But the one on the left, you can actually switch around and have him upside down or the normal way up.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
You can turn him on you, like firing a gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Or is it a gun or is it something?
Well, no, it's like his finger. And he's all pointing his finger and he's kind of shooting something out there like an energy.
It turns around that guy that's upside down.
Yeah, because people were saying that they weren't happy about it. And then people go, well, actually, it would be better if it was the other way to go. Well, you can do that. So, yeah. I'm just trying to scroll down to get his names. So this is, oh my God, Yusaki versus Togoyo, Elite Fandom statue. First Figurama collector's piece to feature 2 display positions for a character. A bit of creative engineering allows Yusaki to either hang upside down in midair, make his iconic spirit gun shot from the anime, flip upright for more desperate pose with him backed up against the wall. Well, that's interesting. Then it changes his kind of perspective as well. So yeah, that's good to do. And then this one is Shangman King.
Seems to me like Figurama have a couple of like people after them at the moment. I've seen the same sort of names popping up, gunning for them on pretty much every group.
Would saying what?
Just that they're like, you know, don't care about their collectors anymore, and their stuff has gone backwards and all this kind of stuff. It's quite interesting read. I was a bit like,
not gonna lie,
it might just be the custom thing, because they do say pretty much in the next sentence that for this custom and that custom's better. So it might just be a custom bod just trying to just cause issues.
Well, you always get that kind of issues. People going, custom. This is better than that, and whatever.
Well, they probably work for the custom company.
Probably, yeah.
I've been seeing it.
So go through these images, all just been shown, they're all been mashed up. They're from the Winter Wonder Fest. So it's great that Figurama managed to get out there, and the companies are still doing conventions. Because one of my worries were
is that's
the same one. This is Shaman King. One of my worries was after the COVID that a lot of companies are going to be a bit, you know what, we're not going to bother, especially companies like Prime One, who've managed to do really good content, and then they're in control of their content. They show you what they want you to see, and it'll cost a fraction of the price, because to display the stuff in Japan costs an absolute fortune. So this is Hale versus Tail. So this then. That's that one there, so that should have been the beginning. And then these are individual statues here. And then these are quite cute. These are like the Dio cubes, so they actually have like a little diorama of a scene. So, for example, this is Silent Hill 2. Which is all over the place. Castlevania as well, Symphony of the Night. So you've got Dracula. Alucard. And then, Silent Hill Dio cube. So it's like a little scene from the game in like a little kind of Funko style. So you got the character there hiding from Pyramid Head, which is pretty cool. Man, these are well all over the place. Sorry, guys. This is I'm just doing it while I was on the chat there. Castlevania again, Alucard. I'll try and go through this. Simon Belmont.
Is this from the manga?
It looks like it. Yeah. This is. I can't get this one now. This one is prototype from Seven Deadly Sins. This is. So you got like a knight. And then this one, sorry, they're all over the place. I've ruined this one. I fucked this one up. This is Black Lagoon.
So this is all their sort of latest teasers then?
Yeah, this is all the latest teasers, but unfortunately, again, I fucked up and put them all over the place. So this is Revy.
You don't have time to organise like that on the spot, so I wouldn't be too hard on yourself.
Black Lagoon, yeah, so very cool. But yeah, they've got a load of stuff coming out. So yeah, definitely check out their group and check out what they got coming. I really like the look of the Alucard versus the Belmont, and also I like these little Dio cube things. Rick the Belmont. Yeah, this is more from the anime. There's a Silent Hill cube. I actually really like those. There's a Metal Gear Solid. There's a Metal Gear Solid one as well.
Like the Castlevania one. That's my favourite so far.
Castlevania was my favourite one. So if you look here, you got the Metal Gear Solid one up there with Psycho Mantis in the background. So yeah, Dio cube. That's a really cute idea. Cool idea.
Very different, yeah.
Yeah. So that one shouldn't be there. That's that. All right. Then you got the Raoul, King Raoul, which is they've decided to make a gold version of it. They love their gold stuff, don't they?
King Raoul.
Yeah. God.
Not for me.
Something cool, talking about heavy metal. So you go through comment, Hulk. It's really a ladies' man. So forearms more makes sense. Yeah, King Rao, I prefer the colour version of that. And I actually really like the colour version. I don't like this gold version.
Nah.
I don't like gold versions of the statues, to be honest with you.
It's gaudy as fuck, man.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I did tell you, though, that I hated to admit it. I saw it and I was just like,
Gold Optimus Prime, innit?
yeah. I think it was a Gold Optimus Prime. Actually looked really good in person. And I was like, yeah, it does look nice. It does look nice. I wouldn't buy it, but he's done pretty well.
Yeah. If you have
So,
Optimus Prime, bro, in your collection, you're looking for that. You're looking for that nostalgia of that blue and red, hot rod fire sort of like bits on it. That's what you're looking for.
oh, of course.
You're not looking for like a gold one. It's like, if you had like 20 Optimus Primes, maybe, but if you are going to have one, you want the proper colours.
Well, I think originally what happened as well is when they did it with that Batman, because it was such a low edition size, people jumped on it thinking they're going to make some money on it, and then they did it with the frog, the big toad from Witcher 3. Then they did it for a few other things as well. You got a Peacekeeper, which again I've not seen Peacekeeper yet, so I don't know. But people are going mad about it. I seen the Suicide Squad movie, and I think it's fucking dreadful, absolutely dreadful. And I think he's just like, his acting is dreadful, and he's just so wooden. And I don't know, man. I don't know why people are going crazy about it. I need to check out the show and see if it's any good. But I don't know. For me, I'm not sold. I don't find him funny anyway. Did you watch wrestling when he was in it, or?
Yeah, I mean, my sort of era when Cena was around, he rapped. He used to come out and rap. I used to drop some savage raps at other wrestlers. He was much more aggressive, and then he started becoming like a little bit like, with the cartoon colours and all that kind of shit. He became very, very like Hulk Hogan-esque for the kids sort of thing. But I didn't mind him when he was a little bit more brutal.
A God Skeletor from the He-Man movie would be a good gold statue. Well, they set that up. They set that up for the second one, didn't they? But yeah, was that the gold one from the Master of the Universe? DC movies are pretty much all dreadful. Well, not the Snyderverse ones.
No,
Snyderverse ones are great. Cena's funny in the Peacemaker show. I've only seen the scene where he's talking to some old guy and he's shouting at him, and he says, "He's like, Batman is a pussy. If Batman weren't such a pussy and he killed his his villains, there wouldn't be any crime in Gotham for all these people to come back." And he's like, "How many people have died because of Batman's such a pussy to do his job properly?" And then like the guy
pretty much the same argument as the thing that ends up happening with Superman and Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
because that's what they say. They blame him for when Lois is, when Joker kills Lois.
Yeah,
they say like if you've because you failed to deal with this, how many people have died as a result of you failing to deal with this?
Yeah,
and then Batman's like, we don't break the law. And then you're a bit like, ain't you a vigilante going around beating the shit out of like people? You break the law every night, you fucking idiot. What are you talking?
Yeah, the likeness on this is quite good. And other than
Who's
that,
making
this is Prime One and Blitzway. Yeah, these are all the switch ads.
Let's see his likeness.
Sword. Well, if you go back,
it's hard to tell from that.
You got to remember now that like most of these likenesses from companies like Prime One and Sideshow are never ever going to be like the likenesses on, Jnd and stuff like that when they're using silicone and hair. You're never going to reach those heights. But then you also have to remember that the prices for those Jnd pieces are going to be like 3-4 times the price of this one.
Yeah.
So you have to put it into perspective, you know.
Yeah, don't compare it.
Yeah.
It's not the same horse race.
And then you get the bonus part, which is one of those stupid arsehole starfish things. Yeah.
I don't know what any of this means, but all right.
Watch the movie.
I don't want to.
Well, isn't it part of the canon for that? Because they're going to come in and beat up Batman at some point or something.
I
Doesn't
don't want to watch it because you've said it's shit. Why would I want to watch it?
Don't know. You might like it.
No,
You laugh at most stupid stuff.
Your standards are low compared to mine. If you say it's shit, it's well bad.
Yeah, but you laugh at like quite a lot of stuff.
I laugh at everything, but just, like laughter for me, laughter is joy. If you're not finding everything funny, I feel sorry for my wife because her sense of humor is well strict.
Yeah.
And I just laugh. I find everything funny. So I'm just a bit like, you know what? I'm the one that's happy. You're the one that's not. So who's the fucking idiot? You or me?
We went to the cinema the other day to watch Nightmare Alley, and they had the trailer for like Jackass at the beginning of it, and there's a bit in the trailer because I was like watching it and I was like, all right, this is going to be just the same stupid shit, and it's not going to be funny. And it's just like, you know, these guys are now in their 50s and whatever. And it's like, oh, man, they're really still doing this. And I watched the trailer and I was fucking well pissing myself laughing still. There's a bit where they go like a little trailer making coffees. And then the people go up and they're like, oh, yeah, can I get an iced latte with whatever? And then while they're standing there, they get given the coffee. And then like an airbag deploys and knocks in their face, basically. And then they're like spilling their coffee everywhere. And then you got this guy who's a comedian. I can't remember his name. He's quite funny actually. I think he was in like Two Broke Girls and some other stuff. But he goes like, so he's standing there and he's kind of like that, with all the coffee over him. And then I think Johnny goes like, "Hey, like Sarah or whatever. Hey Sarah, can you actually make him a coffee this time?" And then he like goes over and takes his coffee, and then like another one comes out from the tableau, hits him in the nuts, and like knocks his coffee out of his hand again. Made me well laugh. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how much.
The trailer. I haven't even watched it.
I don't know how much they can do, though. You know, it's just there is one of the old ones where I think it's with Bam, and they're in like an office, and they call everyone into the office in the morning. So they're all coming in like with their coffees and stuff in the morning, and they got this hand like behind the door, like a big fucking hand. It's on a spring, and then when they come, it slaps them over. But with Bam, what they do is they tie loads of bags of flour onto it, and he gets it, and literally you just like in the air, he's like flat like that. He literally like. It slaps the soul out of his body, man. It's so funny. And he's like lying there, like, what? I don't even know what happened. You know? It's well funny. But this is Pure Arts, so they're doing their updates. I quite like the way they do them, actually. Like, obviously, you've got the stages across the top: pre-order, pre-production, production, packing, QC, cargo shipping, and final shipping. And then you've got the names of the products down the side, and you got the point that they're up to. I think that's a really, really cool thing to have.
Yeah, like
obviously companies like XM or Sideshow probably couldn't do it because there's just too many products to sort of do that. But Bam isn't in the new movie. Is a shame. Yeah, he went off the rails. And they didn't want to have anything to do with him. He kept on going off and going on drugs and alcohol and stuff, and then they kept telling him and helping him in that, and then he kept doing it. So they're just like, nothing we can do. So they gave up on him a bit. This is then the Bebop Pop Culture Shock with the exclusive part, which is Mouser.
Didn't we get called Bebop and Rocksteady by someone as an insult once?
No, I think we did ourselves.
Oh, okay.
No, I think we did it ourselves because it was like obviously the Rhino one's got a bit of a big nose, and then he's got like he's shorter and he's got little squinty eyes like you.
Yeah, definitely. So, I'm definitely seeing a resemblance between me and Bebop.
And they're not, yeah, and they're dumb as fuck as well in this. It's probably like us when we were kids around the table eating spaghetti and getting told off.
What does dumb fuck mean?
Got well in trouble that day, didn't we?
I got sent home. You didn't get any trouble.
Well, you and Scott got sent home.
Yeah.
I don't even know what happened that day.
Misery loves company.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like these. I like this line. I think
it's pretty cool.
It's a good line. But the thing about this line is, I mean, it suits their style. You know,
yeah,
what they do.
Definitely.
And I think this works for their style. And I don't want to sound like an arsehole. It's not too complicated, basically, you know. And
it's not going to change the world.
Yeah. So yeah, very cool. This then is the Queen Studios updates of things to come. So you got a Loki 1/1 bust, Scarlet Witch 1/4 scale statue, Loki 1/4 scale statue, the Batman 1/3 scale statue, Neo 1/4 scale statue, Optimus Prime human sized bust. Ooh, XM doing that as well. You got the, I don't know, there's Feng Bobo statue 1/4. What's that? What's that, guys? Feng Bobo. Isn't that One Piece? No. You got the Iron Man Mark III 1/1 bust, and Maya Shinui 1/1 bust. Really? She's got fucking massive old titties on her. Damn. Jet-powered Optimus Prime and Megatron statue. Harley Quinn Cyberpunk 1/3 scale statue, which I thought originally was meant to be 1/4 scale. Harley Quinn 1/6 scale and Iron Man Mark 1 1/4 scale. Kick off the event phase 1 schedule. These are collectibles planned for the first quarter of 2022, so they've got a lot coming. Yep, no one's replied with what that is. Then you have the Mandalorian. So this is Boba Fett from Mandalorian.
But Boba Fett got cool yet, or is he still a pussy?
No, apparently his last episode picks up a little bit. They took his show away from him. Literally, like, I've not seen it, but in I think there's 6 or 7 episodes. The last episode he comes back in, and he's a bit of a badass. But the last 2 before that, he's not in it. And they make a joke about the Mandalorian took his show away from him. But yeah, so this is then 22 inches. It's quite tall. Yeah. And then you got the switch out head there.
Okay.
The actor. And a masked portrait.
I wonder if Mikey wants that.
I don't know. He was distraught and hated the show, didn't he? So I don't know.
Well, fucking hated it, yeah.
Don't know if he's recovered from that. Yeah. And then, so this is the whole line.
They all look shit to me.
They don't look great, do they?
They look shit. They don't, none of them look good.
Well, I don't know him, because you don't watch it. That's Gus Farang.
Gus who?
The guy who plays Gus Farang in
Gus Fring.
Breaking Bad. Fring, yeah.
Show me a close up on him. Yeah,
really
looks like fucking. It looks like an aged Cole Weathers.
Looks like Bill Cosby.
It doesn't like Bill Cosby. I'm glad that they did the plaque in with that portrait, because that's my favourite.
Yeah.
By a million miles, that's the portrait I want to use. That one there.
This one doesn't look too bad, does it?
No,
colours on this one. People complain about the colours. This one looks fine. Look at that next to that Apocalypse. Sorry, that Sinister. The Sinister with Madeline Pryor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bring the War. Yeah, watching the new movie. Some of the pranks and stunts are so painful, honestly, but so funny. Sad to see about Bam. I wonder if some of the pranks caused too much bodily pain. Well, I mean, I think there's one on the trailer where Johnny Knoxville gets done by a ball, and apparently that gave him concussion and he had memory loss from it. So
the ball where it hits him.
Yeah, he gets concussion from it, and apparently afterwards he had like memory loss for a few days, and then he went to the because what happened was before when he went to the doctor, right? The doctor he said, is this dangerous to get concussions? And the doctor's like, yeah, it's dangerous, but it's kind of like the danger heavily increases after you hit 50. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm 49. So like dickhead. So Sick Mansion's in the house. How's it going?
Yo.
The Star Wars statues ain't got nothing on the Hot Toys likenesses. Different material as well. That's the thing. Different material. Does this one come with a print? Should do. I haven't seen the print yet,
Clips, well, yeah.
Yeah. Then the detailing here looks great, all the paneling and stuff. Yeah, really cool. Because that's going to be big. That Thanos is deceptively big.
Yeah, Apocalypse looks to me a bit further back.
Right. Someone should do a collection of likes Bill Cosby, Fred West, Joseph Fritzl, and Harold Shipman. Yeah, that would go down well for the other roles. Did you? I think Ryan last week you were saying about how you can get into the group. Did you get into the group in the end? That's a nice picture, nice purples and stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a Super Scroll with the Seng likeness on the face. These come with 2 left and 2 right arms and 2 heads. So you have the.
It's a lot switch up for that, isn't it?
Yeah, you have the Thing hand.
You've got a price on this shit, Al.
Yeah, it's up for pre-order.
Oh, how much is it?
I'll have to look to double check. I don't like to quote. So I want to say. No, I'm not even going to guess it because I'm just.
You're stupid.
I look like a penis. Nope, I clicked the wrong one because I was going to say $260. That's well cheap. 1,600. That's Singapore.
Okay.
It's not
Let's
too
go
bad
through it. Let's have a look.
Prices. So obviously you got the switch out hand here, which is the Mr. Fantastic Power and the Johnny Storm, and then you got the Ben Grimm hand on the other side thing, and you got the Susan Storm kind of force field with the flames coming there from the Human Torch. So yeah, you've got a lot going on, and then obviously switch out hands, which are this one. Then you have 1 power here, 1 power here, 1 power here, 1 power here, so it's more separated. This one,
you don't actually.
Well, this one's 2 powers here.
Yeah, so is the other. Here. So is the other one.
Oh, sorry, the other one. If you had the other hand, sorry, yeah, and then that's 2 and 1. Okay.
So if you change the hands over, then it would all be all of them.
Yeah.
So that fist with that in that pose, there would be a nod to all of the Fantastic Four. But that one, the hand that they've used in that promo pick is the Susan Storm and Thing together.
So that one should be that one, really.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah. So then, because then that way you've got all of the powers in the arms.
Yes.
And then that way you've got a power there, power there, power there. Okay, yeah. That's what I would have done anyway.
Yeah, me too.
So that's the different head as well with the open mouth. So closed mouth looks like Sang, and the open mouth there.
Looks like Sang.
I think the open mouth looks like Sang.
Yeah,
I've seen Sang with his mouth open like that.
What asleep?
So yeah, got the flames on the legs. Painted really well. Teeth.
I like that mock-up that they did of it looking purple.
Yeah, there was a guy who actually did that where he said about he preferred it because it was the colours that he knew, and he also changed the colour of this vehicle on the base as well. Thank you. You added me. Yep. Good. Alex Maverick. What's this one? Mavericks LB80. We needed an XM Black Suit Spider-Man. There is one coming.
Told you, anything XM requested needs to be super chatted or we're not reading them up.
I'm not keen on that Goblin.
It's not Goblin.
Super Scroll. Yeah.
Super
Textures
Scroll.
on the base. Yeah. There you go. A lot going on there. Big piece as well. Really big piece. But yeah, there were some people saying, well, that's not good.
What? What's that? Join.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Hey.
Looks like that's been broken.
No, it looks like that's the same. The same. It's pretty engineered, pretty prototype. And then close up on the faces. This is 67 centimeters high, 63 deep, and 61 wide. That's going to be a bitch to display that one.
To display.
Yeah.
60 everywhere.
No, yeah, 60. This is just something that come up on my feed. I mean, we put some of these up before, and just this guy who does really, really good paints on 6 scale faces. So we just thought, just to show you that a good paint can really go a long way.
Good paint can paint anything, can't it?
What's this? Michael Pronotto, custom art. So these are all the from the characters, I think, from Saving Private Ryan. That's McCready from The Thing. I know that guy. I recognise the actor actually.
From Saving Private Ryan again.
Yeah, he's in loads of films. That guy. Indiana Jones. Cool. As you.
Young
one you like. Yeah. That's Ed Harris.
Yeah, it's Ed Harris. Yeah.
Tom Hanks, John Bethel. Yeah, some really good paint. Wow. Danny DeVito. Penguin. Yeah. Really good work. Just it popped up, and I just thought, Bourne, Kathy Burke, Misery, and then into the customs now. So this is Captain Britain.
I like this.
Yeah.
It was quite a simplistic design, but it looked like it was done well.
That's a bit of a weird pose, though, isn't it?
It looks weird from that angle, but if you go again, it looks pretty cool.
I don't like that pose.
I do. It's like sort of one knee up, hovering, sort of.
Was that Barry Papa from? So yeah, they're all from Saving Private Ryan. A whole bunch of them. Wow, this guy's phenomenal. Ed Harris looks like he was in Enemy of the Gate. I think it was all Saving Private Ryan, but I don't know whether Ed Harris was in there. Yeah, you're right, Liam. That's what I'm thinking of. He's in Green Mile, yeah.
He is, yeah. He's one of the guards, isn't he?
G's looked up some of the Knoxville injuries. He had concussion that caused the orbital blowout fracture. He went home, blew his nose and his eyes. I'm going to stop there. Ooh, 16 concussions. Sheesh.
Yeah, his eye must have popped out. And that can happen if you blow your nose.
Fuck.
Have an orbital fracture.
He's changed his name to Mad King now. Good on you, George. We call him the Mad King every week because he was like George V, wasn't he?
Awesome.
He changed into the Mad King. The boys great this evening. Mando statue, dude, needs to be happening from XM.
It's not a fucking super chat, is it?
Possibility. No, Ed Harris wasn't in Private Ryan. I think it's sculpt from The Rock with Nicolas Cage. Okay, cool. Enemy of the Game.
Yeah, that's awesome. That bit that got in the film. Ed Harris, that's pretty good.
He's a good actor. I like the bit in. Have you ever seen History of Violence?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I like the bit where he's. I think he fucks them all up in the coffee shop, but then when he's talking to Ed Harris, that's quite a good scene. It turns out it's his brother or some shit. I can't remember. I don't like this at all.
I do.
Code Signature Collectibles working on their Dark Knight 3 statues, Master Race. So they're doing the Superman, and then these are the prototypes for the Batman.
Cool.
Quite a lot of people working on these at the moment, to be honest. And you got the Hulk. Quite like that water feature. There's a bit of a joke. There's a bit of a joke going on about how there's so many statues with fire hydrants and things now.
Oh, really?
Think about it, yeah. But,
the heads on this are fucking ghastly, man.
These traps are ghastly. Big fucking bubble traps.
It looks so much worse now it's been painted.
God.
Have a look. There's someone coming out of the canister that we were like, when the canister was all clear, we were like, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
not sure about the portraits, but now they're painted.
I'm pretty sure I did say on that the Hulk was shit, but the base was great. I think I said that at the time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it does. It looks exactly like that, Luke. It looks like Symbiote Hulk. He's got no like definition, like no serrations. He's got no like it's just like big bulbous shit going on.
Big fucking balloon.
Yeah, it's like that guy that's like a guy on YouTube. I think he's like an Indian guy who's done all of his body in Symbiote, and he just looks ridiculous. Looks stupid. Just looks like that.
Yeah, but then when you get to the portraits, it's like
bad. Look at that. Look at that. That's really bad. That canister looks awesome. I really think I really like that canister. I don't like the musculature on the back either.
Nah.
There's just no definition to it. It
looks like he's been stung by bees.
It looks like someone's basically just fucking shoved in the fucking foam, the foam filler you put in the wall. He just stuck it out in his back and filled his fucking skin up. It's dreadful. I mean, it's such a shame because that base is. I really, really like the base.
Yeah. The face is the king. Look at that.
Oh my god. Jeez. Smile. That's really bad. Do you know what that looks like? Do you know, like in the old cartoons, where you get like a stupid scene where like a dog or something like that, like eats the false teeth. Like in some kind of Tom and Jerry cartoon or some stupid. I really do. Bad. That is so bad.
The anatomy as well, as you can see there with that picture, like what his bicep is doing, I have no idea. I mean, who sculpted this? Has no idea about anatomy to put that bicep where it is.
Yeah.
It's like literally his bicep is tucked right underneath his armpit. It's shocking. Shocking bit of work.
Again, I mean, I can't say anything bad about the base. The base, I really like the base. But no, he has. Don't worry.
About Hulk is a pointless thing.
Don't worry, Bazzer. He's got little nipples in there. Don't worry. He has got little nips. Look, I'll get you a little close up for you, Barry. There you go. There's his nip there.
Look at that bicep. What's that doing?
I don't know.
It's in between his forearm and his shoulder, and it's tucked underneath the pair of thumbs. It's terrible.
It's hideous. It is absolutely hideous. If you've bought this, I'm sorry. Really sorry.
Don't be sorry for anyone stupid enough to buy this. I'm not sorry. You should go have a fucking word with yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even. This, I don't like the webbing. Don't like the webbing. It looks like string. We got a super chat. There we go. Look at that.
If it's an XM1.
Love you guys. You're such legends and good company. Just always honest about everything. And you talk about also Alex Queen, Thanos, 300 USD. Todd said, I would ship. Oh God. I actually did email them. I did email them and said to them, can you sort out my invoice because you've messed out. So I'm waiting for a reply. Yeah.
How is your Thanos on throne? What's
that was the conversation I just had.
What's happening?
They messed up my invoice, so I'm waiting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is that. Do you know that Hulk?
Mm.
You're telling me that's Franco Calissimo?
No chance.
Oh my God.
No,
Franco has a weird style. Look,
that can't be Franco's. It can't be.
Oh my
Please.
God, that's hideous. Damn, I lost track of the time writing a paper I'm working on. But here I am a bit late. What's up, Alex and Gio? Hope you guys are doing well. How's it going, Josh?
Don't worry, man. The fact is you've got here. That's what's important.
You've got here. This Spider-Man is a Danny Hines custom. George said this to me. That explains why it's so fucking gash. Looks like he's got like chewing gum for his fucking webbing.
That's why we put it on here, is to talk about fucking shears. And his nice wonky fucking leg. Look at his nice wonky leg.
This is then the Batman Scars. There's been a few versions of this previously.
This looks
This
really
is
nice,
the newer one. I like this. I like the way it is. I do think though that the base can get a bit too busy with all the other stuff. I do like it like that. I do like the cape there, like that, the cowl, and then that. There is, I think that the old one had Alfred. I don't know if this one has Alfred.
Doesn't, I don't think.
Yeah, there's
It has
like
quite
Alfred
a good
with a
base
tray.
though, with everything going on around it that you don't like.
No, I just think it's a bit too busy. You know, I just think it doesn't. I think that is got quite a complete statue. To have those two together is like, that's pretty damn epic. I would maybe. Would you raise the Batman cape and cowl up a bit so it's a bit like
Yeah,
higher than him?
I'd have it at the same level as him.
Yeah, I would. Maybe even a touch higher. I'd have it a
Yeah.
little touch higher than him. But the other one used to have like a mirror and all that stuff with it as well.
Yeah.
And then this is the parts in the base there, which are really cool if you can actually read that. Wayne Manor kind of insignia there. And I don't mind it like that when it's dark and it's quite subtle. But I've seen it where it's like really lit up.
It's cool.
And yeah,
I like it. I like
it like this where it's just that some of the ones I've seen that there's like a real. It might have been on the render where there was like a real emphasis on it, and it looked like every box was lit up, and it looked too much then. But like that, I don't mind that. I like that.
I think this looks great.
Yeah, this then is Shocker, painted
That's
by
looking better. That's coming on nice.
So he's painted that. No, that's a different one. Someone else painted it before.
Huh.
The one you didn't like, someone else painted it, and they had a different base.
I like
And he's added the shocker effect, and also he's bought a little lamp to take some better pictures because I had a go at him last week. He messaged me going, "I'm sorry about my pictures," and then started asking like, "Oh, I'm going to use this lamp and this," and I was like, "Oh, I was just joking, man. Chill, man." But no, it looks cool. Looks much better.
This looks
and you
much
can actually
better.
see the detail. Yeah, you can actually see the details now with the picture, which is better. Yeah. Cool like that.
Needs to have the thingies, man.
Huh?
What's that?
So custom Sinister.
Sinister on Throne been done already? What,
Yeah, it might
times?
be an old one. I'm not sure.
There's loads of Sinisters on. I think there's 2 or 3 ones which on the Throne.
I've lost my mouse. Where's it gone? I was just going to say they should add a little mirror. I thought it was one with a mirror and it had Alfred with it. I'm not a fan of having half-naked men in my bedroom.
And they go to social life.
Not again, Richard. Batman looks dope. I love the muscular definition. It's based on the Alex Ross art.
Yeah.
This is an old. I think this is actually an old one. Might be an old one that's just been painted up.
Yeah, this is old.
That S Soul guy has gone on like AWOL anyway, loads of people's work.
Really?
Spider-Woman, Alpha 3 Museum.
This was pretty cool. It had like 3 different portraits.
Yeah. Oh, they're doing a silk as well.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, yeah, it looks nice. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's just a classy, like simplistic museum pose, but I like their stuff.
I like that one. I like that one that much. I prefer that one.
Yeah, that's the one I like with a big hair.
Yeah. This is, I don't know. This is one you've said.
Right. It's like
this is the Republic Commando.
Yeah. I quite like the switches on this though. I found it quite interesting because it's got some good like just change out options where kind of like the one where he's like doing the hand signals and then he's got the gun up to aim, which I quite like.
I like that. Yeah, it changes it quite a lot.
Yeah, I like that one. That's like complete change. But if you put the aim in one and then you put the hands up as well, I quite like it.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Everyone's still what them fucking things are.
No, that's Gary. This then is
Gary,
4. Sorry?
Gary
Gary
Ink.
Ink. Probably not. Yeah. This then is custom Thor. So you got the Thor classic kind of pose and Captain Morgan, and he's got like a Loki statue on his base. Switch out there where you got the beard and the Jawbrenner or whatever it's called. Jawbrenner? I can't remember what it's called.
Yul Brenner.
Yeah, like what's it's a ham sandwich? Yabon.
Yabon.
Yabon. Yeah.
You mean Yemen?
Like Yabon
Yabon?
or something. Yabon. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so that's the bearded head and the hammer. I say axe, Loki, the base, and then is that Ferris?
Fenris.
The Fenris.
Fenris Wolf.
Looks cool. Looks quite similar to the pose on that Caleb one, though. You know, the mythological one they were going to do.
A little bit.
But it's a different style of thought. And then you got the other one, so you got Stormbreaker.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's classic. It's quite neat and tidy. Very nice.
Apparently it's doing really well. It's quite popular. Oh, there you go. Right in.
Smashed it.
Not bad, was it?
So funny.
Well, you say so funny.
Yul Brenner.
Jamon. Yeah. So I'm actually going to try. I'm going to try and have a little bit more of a clear out in here, make it a bit more space, and actually, be able to kind of get some more kind of things up here, really. But still, the funny thing about it is I managed to move the module case right behind me, and then I put the camera on, and because it's kind of like almost like a wide, not quite fisheye effect, but it's kind of like a wider effect.
Yeah.
So the module case looks tiny, and you can't even see it behind me. It's like, I'm totally covering it.
What's in it?
Nothing at the moment.
Oh.
Nada. Yeah. So
I'm looking for that Punisher.
Yeah.
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 I think I can fit him in there though at the moment. Probably move him over, but yeah, I'm looking for. I'm thinking, Iron Studios Punisher. I'll end up getting that at some point.
Yeah, I don't even know because I don't. That was the thing that surprised me is they did an exclusive on that, and they didn't do the exclusive with the Daredevil.
It's like nothing, but for me, if I was designing this piece, I would have done one with his cowl off, like behind him, or hanging behind Zed.
Are you in a masonette, Alex? I don't know. What's it called? Like a duplex or something? What's it called? What do you call it in this country?
Masonette isn't like masonette, like above shops or some shit.
No, I think a masonette's like what your mum's got.
Yeah, above shop.
No, you dickhead. Let me finish. Do you know where it's got 2 floors? But it's like a flat, but it's got 2 floors.
Yeah.
It
has that.
Maybe it's
has that.
Well,
yours has 2 floors, doesn't it?
Yeah. So maybe it's the same. Maybe masonette then. Yeah. I think that's what it's called. But the thing I'm seeing here now is like a mezzanine. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably had arms without the rope thing and the buttons probably facing in a different direction. Maybe like behind him.
Yeah.
He's about to jump off.
Is the duplex a house that is split in half with 2 different people and families can live in? No, I thought in America a duplex is like when you have a 2-leveled flat. Because in one of the comedies, they're trying to sell their flat and the person buys it from above or below because they want to turn it into a duplex.
No idea.
A flat over 2 floors is a masonette. Yeah, it's a masonette. Yeah. Exclusive. There's an exclusive on the Iron Studios Punisher. Yeah, it's the Jim Lee head with the bandana thing.
I like that head as well.
Yeah. So that's the exclusive. I don't know about any other weapons, but yeah, I still think that piece is genius with the rubber hands. Absolute genius. No, I'm talking about the American because we don't use the term duplex at all.
Nah.
No, check it. Duplex is a building. A duplex house plan has two living units attached to each other. Okay, then.
Yeah, we don't have it over here. We don't have that terminology.
We don't call it duplex. We call that what do we call that when a house is split into two? We do
semi-detached.
No. When you have a house and it's split into two flats, that is called something as well. No, it's called something. I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway,
we don't feel the need to overcomplicate things like American people do. You know, we say let's go horse riding. We say let's go horse riding. You feel it's necessary to actually specify what part of the horse you're riding. Let's go horseback riding. It's like, okay, they just add words to shit to make it just that little bit clearer, just in case you decided to sit on the horse's head or something.
Yeah. Well, they call it duplex in America, but we're not in America. Masonettes. They call it masonette.
God.
Yeah, well, I think he said masonette is where 2 floors. Okay, anyway. Anyway, we're not doing a agent show, are we?
We can talk about I'm shattered, man. I am.
Oh. All right. Anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. The usual like, comment, subscribe, share, and we'll try and get a guest on for next week. If you've got any suggestions, let us know in the comments, and we'll see who we can get on. And
let us know of a channel that you think deserves a little bit of some swimming with sharks.
Swimming with sharks, yeah. I own it. I just thought they were all like that. Great Punisher, though, Gio. You should get it. Yeah,
I've seen it. Alex has it. I'm a big fan of it. I like it.
Iron Studios Punisher. I'm pretty sure that it was exclusive. Sold out. They only had one version on Sideshow.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, maybe there is only one version then. It just says limited edition, 1,000 pieces.
How many? 1,000?
1,000 pieces. It's
only 600.
Got the bandana head. Got the bandana head. Maybe there is, but I'm pretty sure I recall seeing some kind of exclusive sticker on mine or something. Stuck Off Inferno says we should go on the BSC channel.
Yeah, never coming on it.
We invited him a couple of times. Thanks, lads. How's it going? Be Muda. Good live chat, guys. Take care. Speaking of sharks, the Jaws statue, yeah, it looks cool.
Right, Studios one.
So expensive, but it looks good. We did talk about it about a month ago, I think.
Yeah,
we did cover that. Yeah. We couldn't believe how big it was and how expensive it was.
It was pretty expensive, wasn't it?
It was like a couple of grand, yeah. All right. Cheers, guys. Peace out.
Right. So we'll see you next week. Be lucky.
See you next week.